As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, and he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Powers inside. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. So Miami's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Malachi Toney coming off a game of nearly 100 yards and a couple of scores. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keep it on the ground. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Working the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he can get a 1st down.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Discards him with the stiff arm. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Complete. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Stop right there. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's Mensa to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeps it moving, it's Fletcher. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top as we get a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Hits inside. It's Fletcher. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking for a man. It's Edwards. He's got it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Fresh set of downs going up top. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Tight end now in motion. Mensa. Hauls it in. Turning it off. guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? That the quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Fires left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking for more room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Canes are in the red zone. Driving forward, it's Fletcher. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Takes the handoff, it's Fletcher. He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely center cut. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Handoff again. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. Snags it. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. Trying to make one miss. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Grabbed behind the line. It's Vaughn. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, when we talk Miami and their ability to throw it, it all starts and ends with Malachi Tony and what he did on some of the biggest stages a year ago as a true freshman, right? He just had that game-breaking speed. You just want to find ways to get this young player the football because he's a home run waiting to happen. They've got a lot of other talent surrounding him, but he is the focal point of their ability to throw on the rock.
And I can't tell you how impressed I was with him. And not just catching the football, not the short stuff, the long stuff, the blocking. Like, the consummate pro. That kid came in as a freshman and looked like he was a 21-year-old veteran. Like, I can't wait to watch his steps to see if he continues to grow and get better. Because the start was at a high level, as in one of the best in all of college football.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Going to the run, it's Fletcher. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy is really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Left side is Vaughn. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Shipp. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Those corner routes are really, really good versus cover 2. You know, the corner's playing zone coverage, and that receiver can push up the field and really break out between the safety and the corner, and had a lot of success on that one.
Oh, pressure's coming. And they got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Compton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. As we start the 2nd half, what do you have for us, Holly?
The Hurricanes head coach told me at the half he talked to his team in the locker room about their energy level. He said this game is close, but everything of our season is on the line. He's trying to get them fired up, getting them on the field, ready to go here to start the third. More energy, more enthusiasm. They've got to have it here late in the season to keep their playoff dreams alive.
Appreciate that, Holly. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Season alley. There he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Sets his feet. It's Edwards. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Stopped in his tracks, he got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's Mensah to throw. Turns it upfield. Oh, he's got some space. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Lets it fly. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. At the 35, he's open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Edwards. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Running to the left. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4th. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Caught on the RPO. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Vaughn. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Mensah, quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. by this defense to get the football back.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, and getting the block.
Tells to run, wants to pass. They're all over it. Buried before he could blink.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Hard running there. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Drops back. It's Edwards. Hit as he throws. Had to force that one.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Throwing, Mensah. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. 2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Complete to the right. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like...
Makes the grab and room to run. Touchdown, Caves! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. He's not going to make it, stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Ship. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking for an alley. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. The Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Sells the run, looking to pass. Fires quickly. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And the extra point was good. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
That's caught. It's Fletcher. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. New set of downs after the completion. Straight ahead, it's Fletcher.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Taken down.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Fires to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
This time it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Drops back on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Thurman. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Right side, it's Thurman. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
The short hands, it's Thurman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Moves the pocket. It's Edwards. Unloads to the wideout. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be fourth down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things